the no sleep, guys, and all the time to be. I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully it will end soon. The question is, how does everyone wish that you guys were having a lot more peace around $2.64? Just saying that price men sounds crazy, doesn't it? It makes us feel like we're living in a dream. But you guys aren't going to believe me because the trigger for this year is big, right? Look at this. XRP will put Bitcoin at $19 and Ethereum at $4. Men, we're closer than you think. You were right. That is crazy, isn't it? We're actually $1 less than a greenback and 50 cents. Far away. Slipping Ethereum, man. But that's strange because Mr. Poole, I think, called it a long time ago. It's strange how Ethereum works. Because don't forget, I need cycle, guys. Bitcoin will go through this, then Ethereum will go through this, and finally XRP will be the big player. That's Bitcoin, then Ethereum, and finally XRP. However, now it's Bitcoin XRP or sometimes XRP in front of Bitcoin itself, so it's either one or two guys. However, Ethereum's been right before. Guys, it hasn't been pumping at all lately, besides XRP and the XRP group. This is called white thrilling. Doesn't this no longer sound like an idea about men? Yes, it does look a lot alike if you ask me. After which, if LG men seen the blood? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that we are in good hands now. New date, April 14th. That's right, April 14th. What's going on today, guys? In general, we are pumping, but the next day seems to be very busy because of Ripple versus EC. The appeal will be thrown out on January 15th, 2025, if the brief is not filed by that date. The UAEC security is a swap commission via the Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a notice under Local Rule 31.2 setting January 15th, 25 as the start date for Ripple Labs UNIAC security. As January 1 is the short reporting date, the brief should be turned in on or before that date. The curse is lifted with a score of 5202520150. The click is valid from January 1, 2015 to February 2015 if that date isn't always used. Could you please, God, let Gary have a tight heart phrase? Pursoon as proper. Could you please let Gary die and not file? It looks like the case has been finished, guys. There is no longer a dark cloud over the surroundings, but there is still a bit of tension between the men. They want the situation to be resolved, but I think it will be settled when the judge drops the gavel. The White House dissect is now following a federal court's order to fully explain why the organization failed to make clear rules for crypto assets. Right? That means they're already on that. They're pretty much under a lot of stress, men heavy. And if they keep going after the crazy cases or crazy groups in there, along with everything else that's fair about cryptos, how will the SEC respond? Guys are still what I want right now. How are they going to rebuild their reputation now the case is over? I hope they don't record the next day. We know that what Gary loves to do is worth every second of the rest of the time. They were said to be able to record on the 15th, right? By using 12 a.m., I'm making a guess, or 11:15, 9 p.m., Mr. Poole, if not now, right? If not now, man, 1 will happen, 5 comes out for what time tomorrow? 11:15 a.m. So it starts at 14 and can probably pop out to the next day as well, guys. You just added and cut up the two pieces, right? So it's a 1, and you're giving the 1 to the 14 right now, right? 14 plus 1 equals 15. So 1 equals 15. So 115, guys. I hope that's true. Yes. It starts, this is the month that the bear told us there will be a real boom. Men this month, January, and it looks like that right now. Guys are taking a different view. Things are starting to move, and now it's time for the people to know about an important cryptocurrency baby kisser exchange. A flesh presser has sold Ripple representative, guys, for the first time ever. I don't know how close Solana is to the SEC decisions that are expected by late January as well. This is really strange. Gary's going to be here on the 21st or later this month, every time Trump is meant to be in office. It is also believed that the SEC will make its decision by the end of January. They're almost certainly going to get approved, guys, just for XRP. Especially if the case is ignored, which makes things look great. Just think of all the money that will come in. Think about all this money coming in right now. Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, says Bitcoin is a pretty risky currency, but 7 billion people have to trade it just like we did with gold for 100 years. We Bitcoin, but then he talks about other things. So pay close attention. Yes, I agree that Bitcoin is a very risky and unstable asset. However, with 7 billion people in the world, 7 billion people want to trade it. In the same way that we have gold for 100 years, our Bitcoin is here. It could also be something else in the future. These other hundreds of projects want to show what their use case is and show that they must have basic ideas behind them, or they might not last. Joe and what coin. However, validated fundamentals showed what value, even though he still went off to the coin. What takes place is legal and correct. But now the script is about to be turned around for good. Thank goodness. Please thank God, because Trump is going to make everything great again for me. I do a public talk, and I haven't owned any of those things for 7 or 8 years. In this, well, you obviously couldn't, because you won't be an SEC chair anymore. That was a bit of a number attack, guys. Now you can't have any of those coins because you won't be the SEC chair. That's crazy. I mean, you had your chance, Gary, right? But it's clear that you were getting calls from higher ups who told you what to do and the part you played. Okay, it's been done. We want the new guard, and he's about to start right away. But the CC commissioner teases a pro-crypto shift right out of the gate at CEC to make changes. Take a look. There will still be a period of uncertainty because our new boss won't be here for a while. However, I believe there are some things we can do right away. At the very least, start working on ways to make some changes. Look at those guys right after they got out of the gate. From the start, Ripple is named as an API segment member at the ISO 2122.